It is important that you work as a team on these projects. It is important to take gender into account when discussing the figures. It is quite clear that the rising prosperity does not make people feel more content. It is the words of common occurrence that have different referential values. It is time to finalize the work before the Wednesday seminar. Journalism is the collection and the publication or transmission of news. Just wait a minute, I'll be with you shortly. Knives and forks should be placed next to the spoons on the edge of the table. Make sure you correctly cite all your sources. Many of his research objects were driven by his natural curiosity and instincts. Many of the most popular courses are available online. Many of the urban poor lived in extremely cramped condition. Maybe it's time for me to make some changes. Meeting the tutors should be arranged for students who need additional help. Meteorology is a subject of the Earth's atmosphere. Modern poetry often tests the conventions of language and rhythm. More females than males graduated from universities last year. Most of the assignments should be submitted on the same day. Most students are not eligible to claim housing benefits. My tutorial class will begin at the next Monday's morning. New timetables will be posted on the student notice board. New York City is famous for its ethnic diversity. Next time, we'll discuss the influence of the media on public policy. Novelists have a major role to play in reflecting their time to their readers. On this project, you'll be asked to work as a group of 3. Our class is divided into 2 groups. You come with me and the others stay here. Overcrowding and poor sanitation affected the daily lives of the majority of the population. Parents should provide guidance and examples to children's values. Physics is the subject of matters and energy. Please come to the next seminar properly prepared. Please finish all the reading chapters before the field trip. Please hand in assignments at the main office. Please have the copies of your assignment papers in the library a week in advance. Professor Smith will be late for today's lecture. Residence Hall is closed prior to the academic building closing time in the semester. Rules of breaks and lunchtime vary from one country to another. She is an expert of the 20th century French literature. She was always here, but today she is missed. Student services provide help with housing and transport. Students were afraid of writing an essay because they have learned nothing about it. Sports is the cause of traumatic brain injuries in the United States. Students are held accountable for adhering to established community standards. Students can download the materials on the website. Students can get access to computers on a daily basis. Students must observe lab safety regulation at all time. Students need to finish their assignments during the next 4 weeks. Studies suggest there may be a correlation between educational achievement and family science. That brief outline takes us to the beginning of the 20th century. The aesthetic implications of this study have not yet been fully explored. The agricultural sector in the country has heavily subsidized